Shellenberger. This is who you want with the ball. Spins his way free and scores! Connor Shellenberger stings the corner.
That is an MVP type of moment.
Connor, your ability to process defensive data, use your vision and be a playmaker is what makes you elite. How do you describe your vision?
I think first off, I play with, some really talented guys. I mean, for my money, Xander Dixon's the best in the world at what he does.
The feed to Dixon, behind the back again.
Jeff T, the MVP of the league. So, being able to play with those guys, makes my job easy.
What are you looking at when you have the ball on the right wing, let's say? You're covered and you find guys on the backside, on the inside, or maybe even up top. What's your vision like?
Yeah, one thing I was taught when I was younger was to always kind of look through the defender. Obviously, you have him in front of you, so you kind of feel the pressure. But, having your eyes go through them, over them, still scanning while they're on you and having that pressure. And then another thing I learned at UVA from Coach Kerwin was almost like this triangle read. So when you're coming from X, your head's kind of scanning, left, that low crease, you get to that high crease and through, and then you get near side here, you have that adjacent look that's pretty much always there.
Big right.
Shelley back to his right. Slide has to come, but he gets open and scores.
What's your favorite move? What's your bread and butter move?
I think one move I've tended to do a lot is kind of refusing the pick.
Doesn't seem like much, but just to take the shot clock down.
Shellenberger.
So another thing I was taught when I was younger was kind of make that move early, try to get that defender open up their hips. And then, in the pros, it's really hard to beat guys one-on-one, so you need a lot of pick play. Guys on our team's had amazing picks, so once you break that move off, hopefully get their hips open, kind of start cheating the pick. And once you see those hits go, hopefully break it off and use that double.
So you're getting me to react to this pick either here or I come over it or I go under it, and you're gonna react to that movement?
Yeah, exactly. So the first move, kind of opening the hips and hopefully reading the hips and the head from there. If I see you turn, that's a great time. We can break it off and I'll refuse the pick.
224 goals at Virginia, an all-time record. Oh, great look, and Stevens is on the board.
What are your reads when someone's setting a pick for you?
Yeah, I think we have some of the best pick setters, in the PLL right now. And honestly, I feel like it's really unselfish and guys don't get enough credit for it. I mean, a lot of the goals I've scored this year, honestly, are because of guys setting great picks, soaking hits, literally just getting run through and giving me a free shot. So I think one thing that I'm looking for is location. A lot of guys set these picks kind of on these pick lines right here. So as a Dodger, you're able to come straight up field, which, I love that location because you can either use it, come straight up, or you can kind of deny it and still be able to turn the corner on the other side.
Long dodge Shellenberger to Dixon, who sneaks it through.
Connor, you have a real strong combo with Xander Dixon inside from college and now as pros. What makes the relationship unique?
I think first off, just, he's always moving, so that makes my job really easy. He has a way of being able to get himself covered and then find space like nobody in the world. And then another thing that he'll do in space is he'll put his head out just like that. And it makes it really easy as a feeder to kind of, one, know that he wants the ball and he's open, but also two, you kind of lead him into space. And if you put it high and wide, if he gets a stick on it, he's usually going to finish that.
His stick head color kind of stands out.
Yeah, he uses an Atlas blue stick, which I've actually never told him this, but I absolutely love. Just as a feeder, I'll be able to see it a little better than a white head kind of gets lost sometimes.
20 seconds. Shoot, scores with the left.
Connor, you've got a handful of goals from distance this year.
Shellenberger, top side, bullseye.
Accuracy and velocity. Where does the power come from?
Gosh, I think a lot of it comes from the legs. It's funny, I did a lot of shooting when I was younger with my dad, who never even played lacrosse, but he played golf, and a lot of those same principles apply, like using the hips, using the legs to generate that power. And those were the same things that he taught me growing up. So I think
what's your base look like?
My hips have definitely gotten tighter as I've gotten older, but trying to just line everything up with where I'm shooting and then get this front foot pointed. And then I feel like where I get a lot of power is fully coming over that front foot and get all that momentum downhill towards the goal.
So the full torque from back to front.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my word, Shellenberger.
You better respect his range.